Welcome to the show. In this episode, I'll be going over my price predictions for Theta Network. Shout out to all you OG Theta holders. This one is for you, a Theta update, but not only my bull run price prediction for Theta and TFuel, but also major updates and some really big news that has come out of ThetaCon from Mitch Liu, the CEO and co-founder himself. So some big announcements there, big partnerships. We'll be digging deeper into this episode, and also we'll be going over one low cap gem in this same AI narrative that nobody is talking about, because my goal on this channel is to bring you the undervalued gems. I referred to Theta on the last show as the dark horse, a term which I got from Dave from Crazy for Cryptos. He is Planet Mind Body on X. And he called it the dark horse, and I ran with it because I truly believe that he is onto something. I learned about Theta from him, and ever since I've been deep in the Theta Network rabbit hole. So they just got done with their annual ThetaCon. I have updates on that as well. So we'll be going over all of that and more, plus some really interesting insights on the AI sector as a whole, because we have so much room to run, and I am hardly seeing Theta come up on all of the influencer channels and all across YouTube. So we are so undervalued as an ecosystem, which is actually kind of great for you and anybody else who wants to join Theta Network right now before we hit peak euphoria this bull cycle. So if you like that, hit the like, smash the subscribe, and share this with as many people as you can so we can grow this channel. I'd highly appreciate it. And on that note, my name is Megan Nilsson, aka Crypto Megan, tuning in from sunny southern Marbella, Spain. So good to be here with you guys today. And let's get right into it. So I don't think people realize how big AI is going to be. We are just entering the beginning of a huge phase for AI and a huge market potential. And Theta is one of the top coins in that narrative, one of the top projects, one of the top ecosystems. And I don't think it's talked about enough, guys. So check this out. This is from Mondo. I will keep banging my fist on the table here. Do not fade the AI sector this cycle. It will easily be the best performer. And I truly believe that to be so. I believe that, we were just starting to see that last cycle, but it hadn't fully come to fruition. And that this cycle, it's going to absolutely boom. Another reason why Theta is highly undervalued, in my opinion, and also one of the top cryptos, the OG cryptos, that is the safest risk reward play, because we're so heavily down from our all-time high, yet nothing has changed fundamentally. In fact, actually, there's been so much built since last cycle. And I have always been of the thought that good things take time. Cardano is another one of those examples. It's been being developed for years and years and years. And Theta is a similar ecosystem, right? Like a very diehard community that absolutely loves it. And now it's venturing into the AI sector. Very, very cool. So we're going to dig deep into that this episode. We have a few reports here. Generative AI to become a $1.3 trillion market by 2032. That is a lot. That is huge. And so just imagine how much crypto could absorb of some of this hype, right? With the influx of consumer generative AI programs like Google's Bard and OpenAI's ChatGPT, the generative AI marketplace is poised to explode, growing over 1.3 trillion over the next 10 years. So that's huge growth. Justin, SoftBank CEO, unveils 100 billion US investment, creating 100,000 AI-focused jobs during a visit to President-elect Trump's residency today. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen all the stuff on AI agents, all the things circulating, but yet we haven't rotated back into that narrative yet. So this is really good timing for Theta, on the precipice of just a mass explosion in my mind. I mean, we could literally blink our eyes and Theta will be at $8. That's how I feel. It's one of those that when it erupts, and that train leaves the station, doesn't wait for anyone. So let's have a look at what Mitch said about Theta. Fact, Theta Network has outperformed major AI tokens, including ICP, Render, Tau, GRT, FILE, and Injective Protocol in the past 1 year and in the last 30 days. So Theta is outperforming all of them. Yet the thing about it is there is not a huge marketing campaign happening for Theta. It is creators like me, like Crazy for Cryptos, Digital Dave, and all of you amazing creators on Theta Network, that we're all coming together to educate and bring awareness about what's happening in this wonderful ecosystem. And imagine this is all majority organic, right? So like we still have so much room to run. I heard the news from ThetaCon that actually they were looking to deploy some budget into marketing. So just imagine how much community and how much hype we already have without that. And when we get to that next phase and another major announcement, which I'm going to get to in a few, we will absolutely skyrocket. I have no doubt about it. So we're currently right now at a $2.75 billion market cap, 1 billion total Theta supply, circulating supply, 1 billion Theta. I mean, there are so many good things going for this ecosystem. It's astounding, right? And yet it's not being talked about by the masses. You look at all the influencer videos on YouTube, all the people talking about AI coins, their top AI coins, Theta isn't in any of them. And actually, it's to our benefit because we can still average in cheap. Now, I've been buying for years, so I have a very low entry price, but for those that are just getting started or those who want to pick up more, you still have the opportunity to do so. So let's have a look at some announcements from Mitch during ThetaCon that are absolutely very bullish. Global adoption will be 2025. We will be listing with a major US exchange in 2025. Can't tell you which one yet. That was done at their annual ThetaCon earlier this month at Resorts World, who they also have a partnership with. And yet this is still flying high under the radar. So major US listing imminent. Do you understand the implication of that? The implication is that no American has had easy access to Theta since its inception. And finally now, it's going to be available to US consumers who make up a huge portion of the crypto market. So this is not anything to fade. This is something monumental. We'll be waiting for that hopefully in Q1 when things start to pop off. And now's your chance to get that Theta cheap, guys. That's what I believe. So let's have a listen here to Wes, one of Theta's co-founders, on the latest episode of the Agenda podcast. He was talking about how decentralization is shaping AI, cloud computing, and corporate views on crypto.
Like anything with in crypto, you talk about the spectrum between centralization and decentralization. There's some use cases that will be more effective in a decentralized environment. That doesn't mean, or at least in our opinion, data labs. We don't have stickers on our laptops that say decentralize everything. You know, where from a philosophical standpoint, even if a use case is better served by a centralized solution, we want to decentralize it anyway. That doesn't make sense to us. So I think there's always going to be some use cases. Maybe it's training certain models where it doesn't help to have a federated learning model spread on nodes around the world. In this case, it needs to be on one cluster of nodes being done in one geographic location. So there's always going to be a use case for like AWS is not going to be killed off, or the centralized cloud players aren't going to cease to exist. There's going to be centralized use cases. Depending on how things evolve and how a taste for decentralized AI develops, it could be just as large.
So I really resonate what he says here about the fact that centralized systems aren't going to be killed off. They will have their place. They will have their need. It's more of like a hybrid approach. Theta wants to fill the decentralized spot, right? They want to be all things decentralized, which I absolutely love. And I'm sure that's a really great interview. That's just a clip from it. So bullish. Then this guy, shout out to this guy, Jacob Canfield, who says, laugh my ass off. I just found $1 million in an old account of mine. Oh my God. I bought Theta when it was first launched on Gate and forgot all about it. And here's a snapshot of his Theta with $1 million in holdings between TFuel and Theta. Guys, what would you do if you found $1 million in Theta and TFuel in your wallet right now? Would you hold? Would you hodl on, or would you sell it right away? Let me know. I want to know how diehard OG Theta you are. But man, that is that's amazing. So welcome, Jacob, to the club. And then I just want to do a shout out because I believe all the people working hard to get Theta in the ranks, to give it some recognition, to build community, you guys are the true backbone of this entire movement. While Mitch and Wes and the team and Andrea Berry is doing a phenomenal job at business development and forging these partnerships, which are really astounding, we've got the community that's carrying the weight of, all of this, trying to bring this to the masses. So shout out to you guys, Pop and Mags Pinecast. I know Andrea and I were on an episode right after our Madrid meeting, and a few times. They're really funny. They're very cool. Go and take a look at their Pinecast, and guys, you're going to love this ecosystem. If you aren't as deep as I or many in this Theta network, it's a really, really cool community. Now, for those of you who want to get straight to the charts, I put them toward the beginning so you can watch this, although I really recommend you stay until the end because we're going to dig a little bit deeper into the ecosystem and why I'm so bullish so you can have more conviction on your investments, because I truly believe if you have a deeper understanding of something, you're going to be able to have more conviction rather than just having a surface level understanding and hoping that it will go up. Like, let's have an understanding that we know my investment thesis is to find something that's going to be around for the next 10 years. I did that with Cardano, and I truly believe that's possible with Theta, and that we're going to stand the test of time. One of those horses to win this race. So without further ado, Theta, this chart is from Capital Mindset, our trading group. We are crushing it in that trading group. One of the lead admins called out the break of this 1 week triangle here. And Theta is currently on the brink of breaking its 1 week 200 MA again, and that is when things get most bullish. So as you can see here, these are long-term bull run targets, and at the top here is $25, but it does not have to stop there. In fact, I believe it will go past $25 with all of the hype that's coming into AI, with the major listing on a US exchange, and all the things that Theta is doing, including all their partnerships. To me, it could go well past 25, but 25 as a conservative or, reachable goal this bull run, I truly believe so, and beyond. So that is my interim target, midterm target. And as far as the rest of this bull run, I'm not sure, but I know long-term Theta will get into the triple digits. I mean, if it continues to perform and do the things that it's doing and forge the partnerships that it's forging, I mean, Theta is going to secure a spot in the top, in my mind, no doubt. And here's another chart that just demonstrates Theta hitting up into around the $25 to $30 mark. So entirely possible this cycle, guys. I'm thinking within the next 3 months, actually. So we have very little time. I'm accumulating at these lower levels. Now, this is not financial advice. It's just what I'm doing. So please do your own research. Hopefully I can facilitate some of this information to help educate you on this system a little bit better. So I'd love to dig into this chart because it shows just what happened last cycle and what the mentality was last cycle. So the halving is marked out right here. It was last May of 2020. And as you can see, I'll show you where I think we are now, but we're here. So time equivalent, we are right here at this bar right here, December 14th. And that's when it made its first significant push higher after a long accumulation period. And then it just ripped. I mean, it barely took a breath here. These are weekly candles, but as soon as these things start taking off, and especially Theta, it's one of those contrarian movers where things will kind of be quiet and out of nowhere Theta will pop. But I remember that December watching Theta go up from, 75 cents all the way up here to where it went to $2. Like, wow. By the end of Christmas, by Christmas we had these prices. And then, that's December, and just March, it hit it's one of its peaks at around $15, right? At the wick up there. So December to March, we had our all-time high and our peak of the market. Now, this cycle, I'm projecting that the peak could be anywhere from end of Q1, if we have like an accelerated cycle, to October 2025. So we will be on the lookout. I will keep you updated, but it's really exciting times ahead. So here we are now for Theta. I believe we're kind of probably in somewhere around here right now, or even this pump up here after a long consolidation, which could have been this, right? Could have been this area here. We had a very, very long downward trend and consolidation, and now we're just seeing a pump up out of that. So probably somewhere right around here, and even right around this candle. So we have a lot of room to run, guys. I'm telling you, in the blink of an eye, I feel like we could be at $8. So yeah, really exciting times ahead for Theta. And this guy's saying here, Theta expected to hit all-time high levels in Q1 2025. Time to buy more as a safe 5x. See, that's just the thing. Risk reward out of the top like mid-cap coins, and this is teetering on higher cap coin, this to me is the best bet because it's the lowest risk to the highest reward ratio, as it hasn't pumped as hard as some of the others, right? And especially some of the others in its category. And I think that leaves a lot of room to run for us. Now, I think it's important to understand exactly what's going on in the Theta ecosystem, what's doing. So I asked Grok here to give us an explanation, right? And it says Theta essentially uses GPUs to power its decentralized video delivery network system. So we all know it's in video streaming. It aims to improve video streaming by making it faster, cheaper, and more efficient. Now, GPU utilization. GPUs are used to encode video content into formats that can be streamed efficiently, transcoding. So this is part of all of their previous use case, but now they've ventured on, okay, edge caching. Theta Network employs a system where video data is cached at the edge of the network. Resource sharing. Theta users can share their GPU resources along with bandwidth and storage. And AI machine learning. AI and machine learning. Theta has explored using GPUs for AI tasks like content personalization, where GPUs can analyze viewing patterns to recommend content optimization. And it doesn't stop there, okay? That's just the beginning. Now, Theta Network is primarily recognized as a decentralized physical infrastructure, okay? So it's primarily a DePIN narrative, but also an AI narrative, a big AI narrative. So Theta Network facilitates a decentralized infrastructure for video delivery and other compute-intensive tasks, leveraging unused computing resources from devices worldwide. Okay, but let's check out the AI. Theta has expanded its capabilities to include AI apps, particularly through its Edge Cloud service. Now, this Theta Edge Cloud is a game changer, guys. This platform aims to provide GPU compute power for AI inference and training, among other uses like video streaming and 3D rendering. So we're going to have a look at some of those use cases in these partnerships that have developed, and you're going to slowly start to understand the significance of this, because I feel like with a lot of the AI projects, it's just kind of like, it's a little ambiguous. Like, what exactly do they do? Okay, GPU, this, that, but people don't actually understand what's happening there. So let's dig a little bit deeper. Okay, first up, VentureMind AI to integrate Theta Edge Cloud to scale AI tools and optimize video rendering, like what we talked about. We're excited to announce our partnership with VentureMind AI to integrate Theta Cloud into their ecosystem. This collaboration will enable VentureMind AI to scale AI tools, optimize video rendering, and more with decentralized, low-latency compute and streaming resources. So VentureMind stands out as a first-of-its-kind platform that bridges AI, blockchain, and robotics. Wow. A lot of bullish phrases in one sentence. Those are all the hottest themes of this cycle and in the world right now. So very, very cool. This is a huge partnership, and this is just one of many for Theta. So let's see the others. Awesome. VentureMind is doing big things when it comes to AI agents. I can't stress how big this narrative is going to be. It's already bubbling up. People are already starting to talk about it quite a bit, but Theta is at the cutting edge of this. Looking forward to learning how Theta Edge Cloud helps support these AI agent swarms. VentureMind AI utilizes the Theta Edge Cloud for scalable compute for AI innovation, real-time reliable robotics control via Theta Edge nodes, cost-efficient video processing for AI and surveillance, enhanced Web3 integration for NFTs and autonomous tools. I mean, it's such a vast array of things that Theta is facilitating here. I mean, it's much bigger than most of us can even comprehend, right? It looks like Theta is growing its partnerships beyond South Korea's academic scene. So as we know, it's venturing into lots of universities, especially in Asia, and a lot of research happening here. Theta has teamed up with University of Oregon's Dystopia Lab, led by Dr. Suyash Gupta, to use Theta Edge Cloud for large-scale AI model training and inference. As a top research institution, University of Oregon drives progress in AI and computer science. Okay, through this partnership, the lab gains access to Theta Edge Cloud's scalable, cost-effective computing power, enabling faster, more efficient AI research. That is massive. And if these partnerships are successful, imagine the scale. Imagine the universities they can integrate with. I mean, this is the kind of building. Instead of focusing all their efforts on hype and, garnering attention, they're building. So it's our job as a community and as people on the internet who love this network to help educate people and bring this to light right now. So, Mitch Liu, the #1 League of Legends esports team adopts Theta Network Edge Cloud, RAG chatbot, and fully integrated into Discord. Huge. We're proud to partner with #1 League of Legends team in North America, FlyQuest. Theta Edge Cloud will power FlyQuest customized agentic AI chatbot named, well, whatever he's named, including a specialized. So this is something I went over with Andrea Berry, the head of business development for Theta in Madrid, that they're specializing AI chatbots in the themes and the narratives, for like the Golden Knights, the hockey teams, and to train them on specific topics for specific things. And Theta Edge Cloud is helping power that, which is massive, right? So, like, here's an example of this. Yo, what's up? I'm a PHID. FlyQuest can crusher and hypebot. Let's talk FlyQuest. Okay, so he says, give me a random gaming fact. Here's a wild one. Did you know the first ever video game competition was in 1972 called Space War? Okay, so it's really interesting times indeed, all right? Next up, and we're live with Golden Knights, the first of many to come. Theta Edge Cloud to power distributed GPU-intensive AI apps. Now that is big, and I'm going to explain why in just a second here. But it says, check out the Golden Knights custom RAG chatbot officially launched on the NHL. NHL, what a big industry that is. And by the way, Theta Edge Cloud logo is on the ice here at the rink in Vegas. Very cool. I mean, it's very cool. It's powered by Theta Edge Cloud. Sir Lancelbot knows the latest VGK stats, scheduling, standings, and much more, powered by Edge Cloud. Bullish. Okay, so then I asked Grok to give us a little bit of an example here. So GPU-intensive apps are those that heavily rely on graphics processing unit, GPU, for performance, often due to the need of high graphical fidelity, complex computations, or both. Here are some categories. So different things that rely on this GPU-intensive apps. So video games, okay? Example, modern AAAs like Cyberpunk 2077, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, graphic design and 3D modeling, video editing, virtual reality and augmented reality, scientific simulations and data visualization, machine learning and AI, cryptocurrency mining, simulation software, video encoding and decoding consideration, okay? So this is all the stuff that needs this GPU-intensive apps, the different types of applications. So Theta Edge Cloud could potentially power a lot of these different use cases, which is really cool. Now, the shout out to Theta Leviathan, a lot of good Theta content on that. The most important metric for the health of the Theta network, continued client onboarding, check. Continued expansion of GPU capacity, very important. Continued increase in GPU utilization, equally important. Imagine when the hybrid cloud is fully implemented next year, delivering further value to clients. So what he's saying is that there's a lot of room for growth and a lot of room to run here, but we are continuing to build and grow as an ecosystem. Very cool. Brian Anderson, CEO of FlyQuest, commented on the launch. This collaboration will revolutionize the fan experience on our website and in our Discord server, allowing us to offer unprecedented levels of fan engagement never before seen in League of Legends. Whoa, this is a huge statement right here. This is big time. We're thrilled to partner with Theta Labs and leverage their advanced Edge Cloud AI technology to bring our fans closer to the action, both in one-on-one interactions and unique one-to-many experiences. This is what every brand wants. They want to be able to engage more deeply with their fans without having to employ individual people to do so. This is huge, guys. This is huge, and that's a huge brand. Really enjoy all the new discussion and content we're seeing around Theta. With all the new Edge Cloud partnerships, amazing community events like ThetaCon, and exciting future adoption of Theta, there is lots to talk about. I agree we could be the #1 DePIN project by social activity. So Theta is #4 DePIN project by social activity behind Tau, Render, and File. It will be #1 again soon. Let's push it to the limit. And I just want to remind you that you might have remembered seeing all these influencers talk about Tau. Now, that's not a bad thing. That just means that the brand is allocating money toward marketing and it's working because people are understanding what's happening and it's getting on their map, right? So all of these coins have had much more promotion than Theta has done, and yet Theta is still #4. And it's #4 for a reason, right? And so, I mean, we could easily hit #1 as soon as we check off some of these other boxes and we keep continuing to educate on what Theta is. And I just want to now go to the community portion of this. As you know, ThetaCon just happened in Vegas. Super cool. And they talked about all of the exciting projects being built on the Theta network and the Zilli Awards, which POG, as you know, I've been an advisor to POG. I am so bullish on POG. And that is a massive opportunity. So I just talked about it in a recent video that I uploaded about its 100x potential. I mean, if all of these meme coins are getting in the $1 to $2 billion valuations, and POG is the ultimate meme coin. Why? Because it's utility. It's also gaming. It's a community that's so tightly knit. And there's 200 million collectors worldwide from the physical world that played with it when they were kids that are my age now with money to invest in crypto, right? So, I mean, they're going to resonate with the brand. Kyler is a phenomenal founder. I mean, he's just so bright. He's the co-founder and CEO of POG Digital. I have full faith in his ability, and that community is just amazing. So they won a lot of the awards. Here's Kyler with some other POG community and some of the team. Poggers just swept the Zillies. So they won so many different awards. I mean, all of the top awards. They won Most Promising Project on Theta Network, Best Use of Theta Tech, and various others. So they did really well in the Zillies Awards. So shout out to POG. That has now migrated all the liquidity to Base, which is even more mega bullish. You can trade it on Aerodrum right now, also Uniswap, and they're doing an integration with Coinbase Wallet, and that is where the network effect starts to happen. So, not financial advice, but I do believe that at these levels, it's an excellent time to start averaging in, and that you'll be ahead of the curve because it's not to mainstream yet, but it will be. That's just my opinion. But yeah, super bullish on POG as well. As you can see, they're actually in a spaces right now. They do the daily podcast. I mean, every day they're out there grinding and talking and building and, just there for the community. Magic eating giveaways. I mean, there's so many cool things that they do. I think that communities are meant to be like this. This is what, founders should do for their communities, and he's there for them every single day. So shout out to you guys. So one other coin I'm going to talk about on the Theta Network is Lavita AI, another AI project, really promising. A lot of Theta holders got airdropped this. So it was really cool. And I just want to do a small portion on this because I want you to be aware of this coin, because these are the kind of things that will do well in the bull run. They're not highly talked about or looked at, yet they're doing amazing things. So a lot of room to run. Lavita AI job statistics, community impact. Over 7.1 million jobs have been submitted since inception, with nearly 26,000 unique wallet addresses involved. Lavita AI jobs ranks as the fourth most downloaded data set, with 1 million downloads last month alone. Wow. The community's effort has significantly propelled the platform's success. New mobile-first health data integration announced, linking with over 400 health providers, including major EHR systems like Epic and Cerner or Kerner. So very, very cool. Securing computing and trust in Lavita platform. Wow. Lavita AI, with over 1 million AI training jobs processed on Theta Edge Network each month, makes it one of the largest decentralized medical AI use cases in the world. Medical AI use case. Say no more. Say no more. Powered by Theta Edge Network. So users can link their app with providers like Sutter Health, downloading and encrypting their EHR data directly on their phone. Security features include verification codes and user-controlled data encryption. Users can analyze their genomic data within the app for insights into ancestry and genetic health. AI workflows make complex data understandable and useful while maintaining privacy. All key elements here. The privacy is a key element to scaling on the blockchain because of this sensitive kind of data. Okay. The secure AI companion feature allows users to ask detailed health queries based on their EHR data. User powerful AI models like Llama 70 billion to provide accurate, privacy-focused responses. Privacy being the number one core factor here. Live demo showed querying medication details, including costs and dosages, directly from the app. This is so big. I mean, empowerment. You'll have control over your health data like never before. Manage, share, or explore your health insights securely from your phone. Okay, so now you have an idea of what's being built on this chain. It's not just, a network that's powering AI infrastructure, but also there's some really amazing projects being built, and that's one of the core elements of success of any chain. So love to see it. Finally, well, that is some exciting stuff. Theta has joined forces with Aethir Cloud an upcoming project to create the biggest hybrid GPU marketplace for AI and DePIN. Here's what you need to know. Aethir is a platform for cloud computing infrastructure that changes how enterprise-grade GPUs are owned, shared, and used. It ensures efficient GPU utilization for AI, ML, cloud gaming, and more. What is the partnership about? Both projects are set to launch the biggest hybrid GPU marketplace for developers and businesses, aiming to deliver 20 to 30 times more power than existing industry networks through their collaboration. Huge. I just want to talk briefly about TFuel as well. As you know, it's the gas for the Theta network. Essentially, it makes the network run, and it powers the transactions. This one pumps pretty hard. A lot of you guys said I left it out of my last video. Well, TFuel. I mean, I can see TFuel hitting $1 this cycle with no problem, and even blowing well past that. So these are the two. I mean, evidently, if Theta does well, TFuel will do well. They will run together. And I also hold a lot of TFuel, staking TFuel and Theta, and it's a phenomenal play. I mean, if this guy was talking about a safe 5x for Theta, if that's one of your bets, then you better believe TFuel is going to probably outperform that. So yeah, I could see it going to $1 plus this cycle, and really exciting times. Also, T Drop, a very, very low cap gem, which is was like NFT liquidity mining for, bringing more hype and volume to the NFT marketplace that is Theta Drop. They also rewarding users for buying and selling their NFTs there. And that's just another one of the many things that they do tied to partnerships like Resorts World. So I also hold quite a bit of T-Drop. As you know, I'm very, very bullish on the Theta ecosystem. And now to end this episode, I'm going to give you this low cap gem. So this is Secret Network. So I became an advisor to Secret Network about a month and a half ago, and we are discussing some incredible things. It is definitely a narrative within the AI space and the DCC space. So that's decentralized confidential computing. So many thought of Secret as a privacy coin, but actually it's not a privacy coin. It's a DCC narrative. It's confidential compute. So kind of like what we talked about Lavita AI, and actually AI coins and infrastructures like Theta are perfect partnerships. They're matches made in heaven. So you never know, guys. You might be seeing someday a collaboration between Secret and Theta if I have anything to do with it. But yeah, no promises there, but it's something that's on my list. And this is a perfect integration with AI because it's necessary to scale. And there are a lot of AI narratives coming up. We're going to do a heavy marketing campaign soon. And in the group in Capital Mindset, we posted this: by the break above the 200 MAR pullback to support around 24 cents. And it then skyrocketed all the way up to the measured move 75 cents and is now right around 50 cents at the time of recording. Now its all-time high was $10 from last cycle. And I'm going to make it my mission to deliver as much value to this community and to this project as I possibly can, because I really believe in the mission, and it is truly a leader in its space, although it's kind of similar to Theta in that it hasn't had a lot of marketing, it hasn't had a lot of spotlight, and people don't widely know about it yet. So I wanted to bring that here to you on this channel. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just me providing information insights into this wonderful world of AI and DePIN and things that I'm bullish on, guys. So do your own research and understand why you should have conviction. And before we go, I just want to explain the difference. So decentralized confidential computing versus privacy. So the purpose of DCC focuses on providing a secure environment for computation within a decentralized network. It aims to protect data during processing, ensuring that the data used in transactions or smart contract execution remains confidential from the public while still allowing for verifications, right? So that's a huge thing. Data privacy is crucial for compliance or corporate use cases. Privacy coins. Now, the difference between this and a Monero, a privacy coin. Privacy coins are cryptocurrencies specifically designed to offer anonymity and untraceability for transactions to remain anonymous. They aim to hide the identities of the sender and receiver along with the transaction amounts to prevent tracking. Well, there's a lot of nuances to this. This is Grok, by the way, but those are some of the core differences. There are different use cases, and Secret falls within the DCC narrative, which is huge this cycle as well. So my bullish price target for Secret this bull cycle is back to its all-time high. That's what we're going to try to do, is grow the community back to its all-time high around $10. So that would be around a 20x from here if we make it happen. And, I believe interim targets $2 to $3 is in the cards. So That being said, thank you so much for tuning in to this wonderful episode. It was great to catch up with all of you Theta holders. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you stayed this long, then you're the only one that's going to know this. So drop a comment from where you're from, why you're bullish on Theta, what you want to see more of. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. So on that note, I hope you had a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow.